Hey, welcome back. So we're working on a video. It's going to be called, Is It Cut Right? So we want to check before we stick it in the door or the ignition and cause damage or waste inventory. So if we need to learn how to decode, check out the links below. But let's go ahead and look. I'm going to have several keys kind of showing like what to look for, how to make sure it's good before we go to the vehicle. So we have the original key and the new key. If we hold them up like this, yep, you can't really tell. So let's go ahead and do the overlay. And if we line them up like this, kind of like a drop shadow, see how if I straight on and then angle, good, angle, good. So you can see that it's basically the same. We can also turn it to the side and we can look at those ridges. So if we turn it, we can see, do we have the same cuts, the same shadows, things like that? So it is the same cut. The best way is the overlay. We can do that, have like a lit surface or different color, and you can see those. Let's look at some other vehicle keys and kind of learn from that. And again, links below in the description for like decoding and cutting these other keys so you can get better at doing this and not wasting keys or damaging vehicles. Now we have a Lexus key. This would work for Lexus or Toyota, like the slim keys. So we have one original key and we cut the new key on the Gymkhana 994. As you can see, it's the same. So, but how do we double check? What if we decode it as a 5 cut or a 4 cut, or we cut it wrong? So we can't do overlay, but again, what we want to do is, it's difficult because you have the spots, but line it up and look. So you see that. Does it match? Yes. Does it match the other side? They're thin enough you can stick them side by side, or you can overlay them a little, but side by side. Do they match? Yes. Now you're probably going to say, wait a minute, this part here is smaller than that part, but it's fine. This part here is smaller than, or is bigger than there on that section. It's fine. Works fine in the door, a-okay. We're good to go. So now let's go ahead and look at the keys. We have an original key for the vehicle, and we have a new key we cut on the key line 303. So let's go ahead and look. Instead of lining them up like overview, you can't really see. You can sort of see this overview. You do this for like an edge cut, but Hondas you can't. So let's line them up. If you have them both like this and you're trying to eyeball them, you can't really see that detail and see if it's correct. So you want to look obviously like that. Flip it over. Is it the same? Okay, but let's get better. So line them up, and then you're going to look at an angle like that. Wiggle it, wiggle it. Does that look correct? So if we look here, see how we broke the corners here to match that wear? Great. Let's look at the tips. Tips are good. And then let's look at the other side. Does that look good? Yes. And also if we look at the numbers on the, or not the numbers, if we look at the cut code on the top, you're gonna see those, the shadows and everything where those different cuts are, and that's gonna be a correct cut. And now we know that that new key we made is gonna be good in the door and the ignition to match the original key. Okay, so here's another Honda. I guess this will be the decoding llama. So we look at a Honda, and then we have the original key and the new key that we did on the Gymkhana. The previous one was on the 303. So if we look at this, let's focus. So we look at this. The Gymkhana is very precise because it's a fancy computer machine. But let's go ahead and like say, hey, once again, is it cut correctly? So let's not check like this. We want to check like this. And then we want to look. Do those notches look the same? Yes. Yes. Good. They'll look good. Yes, that's good. But we want to look at that. We already cut and programmed, already stuck it on the vehicle. It's already done. We're just looking at this after. So again, we look at that information. We look, does that look correct? Yes. That's what we want to see. And we're good to go. Let's go to the next one, a CDJ Fabric key. So we have the original key and the new key. So simple things we want to ID is looking at that depth on the spine here, and flip it over. Cool, that's the original key, so we can see. And if we want to decode by eye, cool, but we use the Silca. Silca's faster, it's like done in 30 seconds. So look at the new key. See how it's the same down here, and it's the same down there. Great. So if we want to do overlay, this is how we do an overlay for like the CDJs, the Nissans, things like that. So I'm gonna hold up the keys. You can use this for Toyotas too. So I'm gonna hold it up like this, and I'm gonna angle. Now see how there's like a drop shadow. No, you don't have astigmatism, but we're able to see, and does that work? To see how that's the same? Cool. Obviously, if we have light, let's add some light. So if we have it, the flash shadow, see how it's like a drop shadow? It's perfect, mirrored. And then the other side, cool. So that's how we do the overlay. You can't really do that with a Honda, but that's how you want to do that, so you can see. Now if we turn it to the side and look at them, we can look and see. And now if we turn to the side, we can look and see, kind of line it up. And are they the same? Yes, good. Flip it over. Yes, they're the same. So now we know it's the same. I already checked this in the door, and it's smooth as butter. It's the same, and we're good. And let's look at another edge cut. This is gonna be for like a Chevy Suburban. Original key, new key. We line it up, and we have that drop shadow. Cool, looks good. Line everything up. And we're good to go. Emergency key, so all you need to do is turn in the door and the ignition, but you're never really gonna use it. So let's go ahead and look at the overlay. I'm gonna line it up. Get that drop shadow. Bam. Bam. Let's look at a lit surface in the back. Look at that. Bam. Perfect.